Don't worry, we're gonna listen to it again. Do you all remember when I said that there was the lyrics to that song? I said that it was pretty early in Shadowbringers. I'm like, there's something here. I know it. I just feel even more convinced now. It's a very, very beautiful. I'm about to start Endwalker. So, shall we get into it? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Pisces Moon Pie. Today we're starting Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker, but first we need to get into the theories and the predictions and the trailer watching and all that. So let us do the things. Okay, we might have to go into baby jail mode because, again, I'm okay being wrong. I'm okay with making a prediction that is wrong. That's okay. Everyone else got their chance to make predictions before Endwalker came out, and were they upset if they were wrong? I don't need to be corrected. I'll be corrected when the game corrects me, all right? We good? We got this? Okay, so let us get into it. What I know, there was an ether disruption that was mentioned in post-Stormblood. Now, there's ether being siphoned by those Garlean towers, those like Tower of Sauron. The Garleans are using those to summon lunar versions of primals with, like, there's trapped people inside. So presumably that's part of, that whole thing looked like the inside of a mind flare oubliette. It was like squelchy inside. And then Hydaelyn and Zodiark are primals with Vana and Elidibus as their hearts. This has been established. The seat of Azim was left vacant in the convocation after my past self opposed the summoning of Zodiark and defected, peaced out. That was what my new old friend Hythlodaeus told me when I was given my shiny Jolly Rancher. The constellations on the Aether crystals are of the 12 zodiac constellations, Ophiuchus, and the symbol of the sun. I did look this up. I have a picture. I was like screenshotting those Jolly Ranchers and then looking up star signs because when we were playing, I noticed immediately, like I recognized the sign of Scorpio. So I was like, oh. Urianger suggested that Azim influenced Azema and Azim's step and like the worship of the sun and all of that, like it's connected. That also tracks with kind of like things like how religion kind of spreads. So I'm like, all right, I see what you're putting down. This was optional dialogue, and I felt like it was a little too on the nose for that point in the story, but you know, whatever. And the twins' dad is a dick. Very, very key, important part. And then Alphinaud's going through it. He is going through something. All right, so here's kind of like my questions. These might have been answered or were hinted at, but like I couldn't really these might just be kind of left hanging open. Why were Emmett Selk, Elidibus, and La Habrea the only ones who were unsundered? Why was everyone else sundered but them? What's so special about those guys? Why hasn't Hydaelyn spoken to me since Heavensward? I wrote this down before the very last scene when you get like a little mystery visit from an apparition. What the hell? Why? I still like Primal Elidibus. When Elidibus is Zodiark's heart, that has me like, because the way that cutscene and the dialogue goes and the explanation of it is just like, All right, so let's get into theories, okay? My boy is about to crash out, okay? Like he is struggling. He is about to go through something because he watched his friend get hurt. He hasn't been able to really help people, and he's sort of been kind of expressing this desire, like, if only I could do more, if only I could do more. And then his dad is like, yeah, you're not a love year anymore. Your ideals are stupid. Everything you stand for is dumb, and I'm ashamed to call you my son. And that big purple-haired lunatic that you're hanging out with is a bad influence. So I'd crash out too. You know what I mean? Like, what the he's about to crash out. Okay, the 12, Zodiac and Heidelin are all the convocation of 14. They became that. The Zodiac depicted on their crystals could be a hint as the function of their office. So, like, the 12, that's kind of my idea, is like the 12 that are worshipped in Eorzea, plus Zodiac and Heidelin. Those all make up the convocation of 14. An octopus? Okay. And then I promised I'd show you my little graphic. I don't know how well you can see it. So not only the graphic, let's zoom in. Let us zoom in. Perfect. I think based on like the dialogue that the crystals give when you pick them up, Ophiuchus is Elidibus, but I put a question mark because I could be wrong. And Gemini is Emitsalk. And then, of course, the sun, because that's the symbol of the sun, me. And then Pisces, not me. Different Pisces. And then other known ancients, Vana, Gaia, Maitreya, and La Habrea, like unknown. I don't know enough about them to even make an attempt. And then there's clearly people that I have not been made aware of yet, as far as I know. The mysterious woman who appears at the very end of 5.55. My assumption is that is Vana, the heart of Heidelin. The voice happened, I was like, oh, Heidelin's talking to me. And then I saw, oh, well, this is an ancient looking person or something. What is happening? I saw a little masky. How? I don't know. Until we know for sure, that was Jane Final Fantasy saying hello. Okay, time travel. How are they gonna so heavily hint at time travel and not give it to me? At the very least, I need playable flashbacks. Is time travel messy story-wise? Yes. So that could be problematic. However, if they don't let me play in the past, I'm gonna be very, very grumpy. Okay, the towers. I think the purpose is to bring about the final days by copying what Exarch did with the Crystal Tower and summoning this somehow from the past. I think there's something going on. Like, there has to be something going on with time. I feel it. Oh my gosh, this song. All right, so in their desperation and fear, the ancients summoned Zodiac because the final days were happening. Everything was scary as shit. This is what I'm thinking happened. They summoned Zodiac, and then being a primal demanded more and more sacrifice and more power, because that's kind of like how primals work. And then people in proximity to Zodiac were enthralled. So I feel like based on what we learned with Owen's report about primals, that the Unsundered were not really acting of their own accord, but were enthralled and just kind of doing whatever Zodiark demanded. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Okay, another split-off group of ancients realized what was happening and believed the only way to prevent any more sacrifice was to summon Hydaelyn. This is why Hydaelyn's blessing specifically makes one resistant to tempering, so that people would be resistant to Zodiark's influence. Maybe this was why only Vana could become her heart, because that was in a cutscene with the little memory things. Vana said that it had to be. Resistance to tempering seems to come from being equals, as we saw with like Tiamat and Bahamut. Thinking. Okay. Oh, there's something we gotta watch. If I can get the sound to work on it. No. I hear myself echoing. Hang on, I don't want it to echo too much. Hang on, I don't want it to echo too much. Hang on, I don't want it to echo too much. Okay, did you hear it? Could you hear answers? Drop. Yeah. So that was the end of 1.0. So I've watched a few videos of this to make sure that it wasn't anything that was added. So everyone is sitting around watching the server get shut down, watching the 7th Umbral calamity happening, and that voice is singing the melody to answers in the background. So the fact that this happened way freaking back then, Oh shoot. I'm looking at all the stuff I gotta show. Okay, so we gotta look at something else in the game really quick. This part. So, see Fireball? See everything? Does this look familiar? Maybe to a dungeon that we did towards the end of Shadowbringers, maybe? Doom coming from the sky to destroy us all? Kirsten said it was funny to watch my progression from making like silly little predictions to like full-on conspiracy theory. That is the best emote ever. We need to look at the lyrics too. Okay, look. This. Okay. You hungry? Okay, I'm sorry, Lewis. Well, I don't want to watch you. I don't want to watch that. Not again. No. Okay. You know what this reminds me of? This. Ancient do whatever the heck you want magic? Ancient creation magic? Look at that. It's not the same, but it is similar. Okay. In order to save themselves from their fate, the ancients unwittingly created a spiral where history keeps repeating itself. And there is evidence in the lyrics of answers, who bring shadow along fall and to the edge, but like very much this. So it's like this cycle that keeps happening of death and destruction. That's my thought. That's what's going on. We got like karmic repeating. Also, I didn't put it in here, but I also feel like, I don't know, Xenos is obsessed with the Warrior of Light because of like some toxic wind flame shit. So, let's go into the lyrics. There we go. That works for now. Dare the dead, tread ahead on a road that is borrowed design. Through the sum of their sons do they seek tomorrow. Tonight witness then as the end shall begin what was final. Their lives folding back, further back, ever back to primal. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Also, I love this song. The stormhead gathers, illusions scattered. We're getting answers, y'all. Speaking of answers, like this, I think is the most significant for the theory that this is just like this endless cycle that we're just kind of caught up in. Because when you first hear the song in A Realm Reborn, it seems like, okay, like this mother crystal entity who like spoke to me. Here, Phil, think. is singing to us, her children, and it's happening with the seventh calamity. How can we carry on if redemption's beyond us? Do we just let it play? I'm trying to pick out the best parts.
To all of my children in whom life flows abundant, to all of my
And I might be reading a little bit too much into this, but it's not lost on me to whom death passed his judgment. And Emmett Selk's real name is Hades, the god of death.
and the flesh, the hereafter. Look to those who walked before,
I need more pin and more string.
those who walk after.
I think we're supposed to be freed from this primal bullshit. I think that's the whole point of Endwalker. We're caught up in this shit, and this is us getting free of it. Ending this cycle.
Walk free,
That's my guess.
walk free, believe
The land is alive, so believe. Hey, what?
so believe.
Not right now, honey. Hey. Okay, I'm gonna skip ahead a little bit. Open your eyes while our plight is repeated.
Still deaf to our cries, lost in hope we lie defeated.
I spilled energy drink on myself.
Souls have been torn, and our bodies forsaken.
Who did that happen to? A bunch of ancients.
Sins of the past, for our future is taken. Born of strife, these trials persuade us not. Words without sound, these
Hello. We're in theory mode. We're in spoiler mitigation mode. Think of this as what's, I don't even remember the name of the sage shield. We're in a sage bubble, protected from the spoilers. I am anyway. It might not want to do the. Thank you, Kirsten. Thank you for being here. Okay, we're skipping ahead. Sorry. I would love to just vibe. With what? Yeah, in a minute. Ukrainian diagnosis. It's It's cast upon me only. I am protected from the spoilers. We were told to remember. We're learning the truth. It is happening. We're gonna know what happened. We're gonna know everything. Okay. That's kind of my whole thing. This is just one big spiral. Thank you for this song. Okay, hang on. Oh, I appreciate it. Enjoy the emotes. We just got new ones. Please abuse Asahi with the fish. Or Fan Daniel. ENDWALKER predictions. I don't know. I'm probably going to be crying. And I'm going to want to fight Fortuno. Like, obviously. No one makes the babies cry. No one. He made my children cry. It's motherfucker. Okay, now we're going to switch over. Officially, we're switching it over. We're switching to ENDWALKER. New moon. This is very emo. Thank you for the resub. Yay! Not creepy at all. Imagine having that in your boot.
The final days were upon us. The fabric of the star had begun to fray, its land rent by tooth and claw.
Chaos Daughter! Warrior of Light. Which thematically makes sense after Dark Knight.
Are you all right?
I can look after myself, you know. And I've had enough of this rabble. Come on!
Sage lasers! Laser mage!
The star seemed doomed to unravel.
The dragon! Oh yeah, and Pookie joined the team. I forgot to say that.
Stood in defiance of that fate. The hour has come, creature. It's all or nothing.
This
The stage is set. But will our hero deign to play their part?
he looks worse fully animated. Oh, and he's a Reaper.
You took your time. 'Tis as we feared. The respite afforded this land was but fleeting. The end draweth nigh.
the battle music from A Realm Reborn. The things they do musically with this game just like always blow my mind. Belle's Library.
I knew it. This star still has secrets to tell. Take care, my friend.
Let me at him. Let me at him.
So, Charlian would keep its counsel while the world is lost to ruin.
It would. Come what may, we shall live on. We must.
Ooh, tomatoes!
That we scions will fight until the heavens fall, until our last breath.
Oh, I put them up, honey. I'll get it for you in a minute, okay? Him being a Reaper seems fitting. Is that the Grim Reaper? We're going. It's not a Final Fantasy game if you don't go to the moon. Also, obligatory. I'm gonna have to add this as a redeem, but we're going to the one place capitalism hasn't taken over yet. Peace.